Have you ever wondered how a chinchilla, a creature smaller than your pet cat, can jump up to 6 feet in a single leap? Yes, you heard that right. These adorable fur-coated creatures have the ability to leap to astounding heights, just one of the many fascinating characteristics that set them apart in the animal kingdom. Chinchillas, native to the Andes Mountains of South America, are small rodents known for their playful nature and incredibly soft fur. They are nocturnal creatures, which means they are most active during the night. But what truly sets them apart is their agility and adeptness at jumping. Despite their small stature, they can leap to heights of 6 feet, a feat that leaves many in awe. But why do they jump so high, you might ask? Well, in the wild, chinchillas use this skill to escape predators and navigate their rocky mountainous habitats. It's an impressive survival skill, don't you think? Now, while their athletic prowess is certainly noteworthy, it's not the only thing that makes these creatures so intriguing. They also have the densest fur of any land mammal. With about 60 hairs sprouting from each follicle, their fur is so thick that it can even resist parasites and prevent skin infections. Speaking of their fur, did you know that a chinchilla's fur is so dense and soft that it was once highly sought after in the fur trade? Unfortunately, this led to their near extinction in the wild, resulting in them being currently listed as a critically endangered species. But don't worry, these charming creatures are now protected by law, and their numbers are slowly recovering thanks to various conservation efforts. And we'll talk more about that later. Chinchillas are truly fascinating creatures, aren't they? From their high jumping abilities to their dense, soft fur, there's so much more to these little fur balls than meets the eye. Now that we've scratched the surface, let's dive deeper into the world of these fascinating creatures. Did you know that chinchillas have a lifespan of up to 20 years, outliving many household pets? Yes, you heard that right. These fluffy fur balls are long-term companions, boasting a lifespan that surpasses most common household pets. The average cat or dog might live between 10 to 15 years, but chinchillas, they're just getting started at 10. So, what's the secret to their longevity? Well, it's a combination of genetic factors and proper care. Chinchillas are naturally hardy creatures originating from the chilly heights of the Andes Mountains. Their bodies are adapted to endure harsh conditions, which perhaps contributes to their long life. But it's not all about nature. Nurture plays a significant role too. A well-balanced diet is crucial for chinchillas. They thrive on a regimen of high-fiber hay, pellets, and the occasional treat of dried fruits or vegetables. It's essential to keep their diet in check, as obesity can drastically shorten their lifespan. Another key factor is mental stimulation. Chinchillas are highly social and active animals. They need plenty of playtime and interaction to keep their minds sharp and bodies fit. A bored or lonely chinchilla is a sad chinchilla, and sadness can lead to health problems. But what about other pets? Well, let's put it into perspective. The average lifespan of a hamster is a mere 2 to 3 years. Guinea pigs fare better with 4 to 8 years. Even rabbits, known for their relatively long lives among small pets, typically live 8 to 12 years. So, in the pet longevity race, chinchillas are the clear winners. They offer companionship that lasts far beyond the typical pet lifespan, making them a unique and rewarding choice for pet owners willing to commit to their care. Now, this doesn't mean owning a chinchilla is a walk in the park. They require attentive care and a suitable environment to reach their full lifespan potential. But for those who can provide these, a chinchilla could very well be a companion for a significant portion of their lives. Imagine having a pet that could potentially be with you for 2 decades. Ever seen a chinchilla taking a bath? It's not what you might expect. Chinchillas have a unique approach to cleanliness, and it's all about the dust. Yes, you heard it right, dust. Chinchillas are native to the Andes Mountains, where volcanic ash is aplenty. They've adapted to use this fine dust for their grooming needs. These fluffy creatures roll around in a special type of dust to clean their luxurious fur. This dust is made up of fine pumice, a volcanic rock, and it's perfect for absorbing oils and dirt from their dense fur. But why dust, you might ask? Water can damage their thick fur, which lacks the ability to dry quickly, leading to fungal infections or hypothermia. So, these smart furballs use dust baths as a fun and effective hygiene routine. So, the next time you see a chinchilla rolling around in dust, you'll know it's just enjoying a good bath. Who knew bathing could be so dusty? Are you a night owl? So are chinchillas. These adorable furballs are true nocturnal creatures, active and lively when the sun goes down. As the clock strikes dusk, chinchillas spring into action, ready to explore, play, and forage. Their heightened senses, such as sharp hearing and keen eyesight, are perfectly adapted for this nighttime lifestyle. While we humans are wrapped up in our cozy beds, these energetic creatures are just beginning their day. They have a unique sleeping pattern, snoozing away most of the daylight hours in their burrows, often curled up with their fellow chinchillas for warmth and companionship. But don't be fooled, this is not laziness. It's a survival instinct inherited from their ancestors who lived in the Andes Mountains, where it was safer to forage and explore under the cover of darkness. So next time you find yourself up late at night, remember, they sure know how to party all night. Chinchillas have a strict diet, but do you know what it consists of? These adorable creatures are herbivores, which means they munch on plants for sustenance. In the wild, their diet primarily consists of grasses, seeds, leaves, and the bark of shrubs and small trees. However, in captivity, their diet needs to be carefully managed. High-quality Timothy hay-based pellets make up the bulk of their meal, supplemented by a controlled amount of fresh vegetables and fruits. But remember, not all greens are good for them. Foods high in moisture, like lettuce, can upset their digestion. Chinchillas also have a unique dietary habit. They practice coprophagy, which means they consume their own feces to extract maximum nutrients. Indeed, it sounds odd, but it's essential for their health. So whether it's in the wild or in your living room, a well-balanced diet is key to a chinchilla's well-being. A healthy diet for a healthy chinchilla. Chinchillas are social animals, but how do they interact with each other? Let's delve into the fascinating social life of these fluffy creatures. In the wild, chinchillas live in colonies known as herds, which can consist of up to 100 individuals. Quite the party, isn't it? These herds are organized in a hierarchy with an alpha male at the top. This dominant chinchilla gets first dibs on food, mates, and the best burrows. Interestingly, chinchillas display a behavior known as fur slipping, which is a unique defense mechanism. When threatened or handled too roughly, they release large patches of fur to escape. It's a bit like leaving your coat behind when running from a bear, except the chinchilla can grow its coat back in no time. Now let's talk about chinchilla chatter. These creatures communicate through a variety of sounds, including barks, squeals, and chirps. Each sound carries a different message, from warnings of danger to expressions of contentment. They also use body language and scent marking to convey messages. It's a complex language that we're still trying to fully understand. In captivity, chinchillas are known for their friendly disposition towards humans. They may be shy at first, but once they feel safe, they can become quite affectionate. They enjoy being gently stroked and love to play. However, they're not big fans of being held tightly. Remember the fur slipping? It's also worth noting that captive chinchillas thrive when they have a companion. A solitary life can lead to loneliness and depression in these social creatures. They need interaction, play, and companionship, just like us. So, whether in the wild or in our homes, chinchillas display a rich social life. They have their own language, their own social structures, and their own ways of showing affection. They even throw the occasional fur party. Chinchillas, friendly and social, just like us humans. Despite their charming characteristics, chinchillas are facing serious threats. What are they? Well, let's dive into the dark side of the chinchilla's world, where survival is an everyday struggle. The first and foremost threat they face is habitat loss. These furballs originally thrive in the rocky, arid regions of the Andes Mountains. However, human encroachment and climate change have led to a significant reduction in their natural habitats. As the forests recede, so do the chances of survival for these cute critters. The second danger comes from the skies. Chinchillas are a favorite meal for birds of prey. In the wild, their small size and relatively slow speed make them easy targets for eagles and hawks. This natural predator-prey relationship has been skewed by the loss of their natural habitats, making them even more susceptible to attacks. But it's not just the wild that poses a threat. In captivity, chinchillas face a different set of challenges. They are often kept in conditions that do not meet their unique needs. For instance, their sensitive digestive systems require a specific diet, and failure to provide this can lead to severe health problems. Perhaps the most devastating threat to chinchillas is hunting for their fur. Their soft, dense fur, the thickest among land animals, is highly prized in the fashion industry. This has led to overhunting, pushing them to the brink of extinction in the wild. Chinchillas are not just cute pets or fashion accessories, they are sentient beings with complex social structures and unique characteristics. They play an important role in their ecosystems, and losing them would upset the delicate balance of nature. In the end, the survival of chinchillas is a matter of human responsibility. Our actions have put them in danger, and our actions can save them. We need to respect their habitats, consider their needs in captivity, and stop using their fur for fashion. Their survival is in our hands. All hope is not lost for chinchillas. What are we doing to protect them? As we delve into the world of conservation, we find that there are many dedicated individuals and organizations tirelessly working towards preserving these charismatic furballs. Some of these efforts are focused on the wild chinchillas, particularly in their native Andean region. Organizations such as Save the Wild Chinchillas are actively engaged in habitat restoration. They are replanting the native vegetation that chinchillas rely on in areas that have been devastated by human activities. This helps to restore the natural balance and provides the chinchillas with the resources they need to survive. However, protecting the chinchillas isn't just about restoring their habitats, it's also about changing attitudes and behaviors. That's where education comes in. Many conservationists are working to raise awareness about the plight of the chinchillas, teaching communities about their ecological importance and dispelling myths that lead to their exploitation. Through workshops, school visits, and community engagement, they are fostering a culture of respect and appreciation for these incredible creatures. Conservation efforts are not just limited to the wild. In captivity, organizations like the Chinchilla Rescue are providing a safe haven for chinchillas who have been abandoned or mistreated. They offer them a second chance at life, nursing them back to health and finding them loving homes. They also work closely with breeders to promote responsible breeding practices and with potential pet owners to ensure they understand the needs and commitments of owning a chinchilla. Then there are the scientific research and breeding programs. These programs aim to increase the population of chinchillas, especially the critically endangered short-tailed species. They study the chinchilla's behavior, genetics, and health to gain insights that can aid in their conservation. So you see, the fight for the chinchillas is far from over. It's a multi-front battle involving habitat restoration, education, rescue and rehabilitation, responsible breeding, and scientific research. And it's a battle that we can all contribute to in our own small ways. By supporting these conservation efforts, we can help ensure that chinchillas continue to thrive in the wild and in our homes. Together, we can ensure the survival of these fascinating creatures for generations to come. We've unraveled some of the secrets of the chinchilla today, but there's so much more to learn. We began our journey with the unseen world of chinchillas, delving into the lives of these fascinating furballs. We learned that they have a surprisingly long lifespan, living up to 20 years in captivity. An impressive feat for such small creatures, isn't it? We then explored their unique dust bathing ritual. It's not every day you come across a creature that rolls in dust instead of water to keep clean. This unique behavior, combined with their nocturnal lifestyle, truly sets them apart in the animal kingdom. Did you know chinchillas are vegetarian? We took a closer look at their diet, revealing they thrive on a high-fiber diet of hay, pellets, and the occasional treat. It's a good reminder to eat our greens, isn't it? We also discovered the social life of chinchillas. They're not solitary creatures, but rather they enjoy the company of their fellow chinchillas. They form close bonds and even grieve the loss of their companions. The threats chinchillas face were also part of our discussion. From habitat loss to illegal poaching, these creatures are under constant threat. However, it's not all doom and gloom. We also highlighted the conservation efforts underway to protect chinchillas and their habitats. Today's journey into the world of chinchillas has been enlightening, but it's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to learn and understand about these fascinating creatures. I encourage you all to delve deeper, to continue exploring and learning about the incredible world of chinchillas. If you found this video intriguing, don't forget to subscribe for more exciting videos about the fascinating world around us.